is I was able to study with Dr. Becky Bailey, and then I paid her great amounts of money. But with that, I got some intense training, and it was wonderful. Now, with that being said, I have not always used this in a classroom. The first time I was trained with this, I worked for Rainbows United. I was their staff trainer. They said, go to Florida, spend a week, learn this, and come back and teach our staff. Okay, it's a sweet gig. Found out that Disney was only about 5 miles from my hotel, but I never left the conference. The conference was so interesting. And so I came back, but I didn't have a classroom. So I tried this out on my own children, my own biological children in my home, because I thought, I can't say that this works if I haven't tried it out. And so I tried it out on my own children. I think they're okay. I don't know, Jennifer, you know them, right?
They're great.
Okay, they're okay. Phew. I have a 21-year-old daughter who is a senior at Pittsburgh State, getting her early childhood unified. So she will be a classroom teacher. I tried. And then my son is in his 3rd season as the Barton County swim coach. He started the swim team in Great Bend, Kansas. And what's funny is I hear them using these words with their family, friends, and students. And so it's like, So many of you said, I've not read the book. Don't worry about it. There's a sign up over there. Because you've come today, I'm going to do a book study. Because this book, you get into it, life happens, you have children, you have a life, and you don't necessarily get going with it, okay? So, would you say it's sort of like Cliff Notes? I sort of tell you what you're going to read and I think I added videos this last year. The videos are great because some days reading, it's like, I'm going to get the kids in bed, I'm going to read. You get the kids in bed, and you sleep, because that's what you've been doing. So, I'm going to give you just an appetizer, okay? Wet the taste buds just a little bit, okay? This is not a magic pill. You're not going to read the book and have a perfect child. Because, okay? But these are going to be skills that you can use, words that you can use with your children that help you parent better. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and none of you are going to like this. I'm just going to tell you that. Okay, first, take a good deep breath because you got to hear this. Thank you. It starts with you. It's called conscious discipline because we have to be conscious before we discipline. And 9 times out of 10, we are not. Your child is being less than stellar, and you go, and you go, ooh, that was not my best parenting. And it's usually in public. Your major mess ups are usually in public, and you're like, So I'm going to tell you, first of all, unless it is a safety issue, your child's running into the parking lot, your child's standing on the block table, something like that. That's a safety issue. Take, let's see, second, maybe 2 seconds. Calm yourself. Take that breath. And our parents would go, before you say anything, count to 10. It's really sort of wise. Because we have just that split second, okay? So, just a little fun fact. Conscious discipline is based on a brain research model. It is a gold standard program for discipline. All right? Now, when I heard that the first time, I thought, science. I thought I was done with that in college. I dated a smart boy to get through science. I didn't marry him, I just dated him to get through science, okay? I love science in our classroom, but that's about as far as I get, you know, mixing colors, those kinds of things. But this really sort of makes sense to me after I learned it, okay? Good morning. There you go. So what it is we have 3 brain states, okay? First of all is the survival, okay? It's the brain stem. Most of our children, when they get in trouble, are right here. Knocking it over, screaming, throwing, on the ground, throwing a fit, throwing things, kicking things, tearing things up. I don't have to admit it, but we've all been there, okay? For adults, it's when we're driving in traffic, somebody cuts us off. That's our brainstem mode, okay? Brainstem doesn't really have any words to it, maybe some grunts and some clicks, okay? But no really words, okay? That day that Benjamin just didn't want to come to school, and I understand not wanting to come to school, mind you. There are those days I choose not to come to school, but I come anyway, okay? But what do? We had to calm ourselves first. And then we keep them safe. Okay? So if they're throwing a fit, and they're throwing a fit in the living room, this is what I do. I just step over them. Because stop that, don't you know what the rules are? We don't act like that, that's disrespectful. Stop. Because when the children are in brainstem, not only do they not have the words, but they're not hearing your words. Do you guys remember Charlie Brown's teacher in the cartoons? Wah, 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 wah. Doesn't make any, they don't hear anything, okay? So when they're in that mode, number 1, you're safe, Beth. You can handle this. You got this. You got this. Now if you have to say to yourself, Ryan, Mrs. Reader said I got this. Because there are days that you don't believe you've got it, okay? And that's all right. I believe in you. Calm yourself first, unless it's safety. Take care of the safety. Calm yourself first. Okay? Because, I don't know if you're aware of this, children can smell fear. And as soon as you start to fear, they go like this. I'm going in for the kill. And you're like, whoa. Okay, so calm yourself. Get rid of the fear. Rewire your brain. Rewire your brain from stop it, stop it, stop it, to I've got this. I can handle this. Calm yourself first. Now, you're going to get some new words. I do not have them on here. I will send them to you. But first of all, that first set of words was breathe. I can handle this. You have to calm yourself. Then, when you believe it, and say you believe it, okay? Don't go, I can handle this. Okay, no. Lisa, you can handle this. You got this. Okay? And it's really easy to do it right now because guess what? There are no screaming children in here. There's no child throwing a fit. Practice it. Practice in the car. Practice your words. Okay? I had to be honest, when I first started to become this discipline, I had Post-it notes all over my house. Because I would forget the words and I'd go, you need to do something. And I would forget what those words were because they're sort of a new set of words. They're an affirming set of words. And so I would stick them around my house. Okay? If your child can read, all the better. They're going to read those words and go, these are good words. Okay? So, Don't let them drag you into brainstem. Pull yourself back up. Okay? Then, you've calmed yourself. Then you say, I'll use my daughter. Because we spend most of our time with my daughter in brainstem limbic. Rachel, breathe with me. You can handle it. Now, I got a question. Am I standing close enough to get hurt? No. I've stepped away. I'm right here. But I'm not, dragging them along. Leave them there. If it's not a safety issue, it's okay. Breathe with me. You're safe. You can handle it. Mommy knows you can handle it. Daddy knows you can handle it. Breathe with me. Now, I have a little guy. I love him with all of my heart. And he has a meltdown, and from across the room I go, and he goes like this. In other words, I'm not ready yet, but I know what you're telling me, and then pretty soon he'll come over and go. In other words, I've calmed myself, and I'm okay with it, because I've worked with it. We go home and use these words. Benjamin knows these words, because, and I teach it to them when it's safe, when they're calm. Don't teach in the moment, because they're not able to hear you, okay? So, no. Got a peanut gallery back here. I shake my head, she shakes her head. I love it. 2 years, sweetie, you're mine. 2 years, I'm recruited. Okay? So, breathe with me, Rachel. You can handle it. Now, there comes a time, it's a bittersweet point in this. That's all we get in brainstem. Okay? Then we get to limbic. Limbic has words. Girls are really good. Who all has girls? Yeah. Girl. Girls are really good at limbic. Boys get mad, explode. They're done. Now the explode drives you crazy. You got a mixture. You get the best of all worlds. Okay? But the peace in Jonah. Yes, I love and adore your children. Okay, so I'm here. I'm calm. And you got to hear your voice. And you've got to hear your voice and believe that it's calm. Because we don't make no sense is not calming. Okay? We do it. And you're like, okay, I got the right words, didn't have the right attitude. Okay, so breathe with me. You're safe. Now, this is where your first parenting badge comes about. Breathe with me. You're safe. I hate you! We do not talk to our parents like that. You may not. Ooh, stop. Because you're going to give yourself a yes. In my classroom, it's a kiss your brain. Because if you've got a kid that's gone from a screaming fit to yelling at you, you have successfully moved them from brainstem to limbic. You don't want to know that, but you're moving them to a higher function of the brain. So when they're talking back to you, when they're sassing you, when it's driving you crazy, just go. I helped move my child because the limbic has all the words. Some days we wish the limbic had an off switch. Okay? I got the limbic phone call on Sunday night from college when I can't do anything. You know what I did over the phone? I went. Nothing I could say at that point. She goes, I can't breathe. I said, okay. Then she calmed, and it was sort of funny because I got a text at about 10:30 that night. She goes, I'm calm now. Thanks, Mom. But it happens. Okay? So and then of course she calls on Monday night. She's like, hey, Mom! And I'm like, but we all do it. Okay? This is a kid who has been raised with conscious discipline.